It's hard when you just want to go fast.
Just ask Tiger Woods.
Oh, man. Tiger Woods.
Going 90 miles per hour in a 45 mile per hour zone.
He just lives life in the fast lane.
Yeah.
But they're not going to take his bloods or check his phone or anything like that. They're sure everything was above board and he was just doing double the speed limit into a fence. Because that's what happens. It's a tricky bit of road, apparently.
Yeah. So
they say.
Just slow down. Like, if it's a tricky bit of road.
I know. It's a lot to be doing because that's about 140 kilometers.
There must be a monster car he's driving as well.
I think so. I saw a picture of them
like,
pulling it up and it was like, it just had a little dent in the front. I was like, how did he... Because he ended up with like both his legs broken.
Yeah.
He's had an awful eventful old life as Tiger, isn't he? There's always something.
Maybe he should just take some time.
He should just take it easy. You just stop. Just quit. You can just stop playing golf and relax.
I think it's all to do with the records with him. He just wants to beat all the records, which
has your man beaten them all yet?
No, Jack Nicklaus.
So someone's still better than him on the books.
Yeah, well, like I think Tiger Woods would be known as the greatest golfer ever.
I think so.
But in saying that, he doesn't hold the record for the most majors. He's probably won the most tournaments and stuff like that. But I think he's just driven by wanting to be the best at everything.
Yeah, the winning mentality that since he's a little kid. But it's funny because he's the most famous. Like, everyone knows who he is. Like, everyone knows his name. Most people don't have a clue of it. They couldn't name any other golfers. So, like, surely that's enough.
You'd think.
You would think. But he was one of those little weird kids that was made do it since he's been like 4. Like dad screaming at him.
Yeah. But he's still young enough. Like, Tiger Woods wouldn't be an old man by any stretch.
What I mean.
Like, but he's an old man in his body now after all the bloody operations he's had in his back. And now you can just imagine. I don't even know what it's like, but I think he has one of those
the
cage things around his legs and all. He's just already addicted to painkillers, so probably now it's just like,
it's not a good time. I don't think they're going to go, you got to go cold turkey on this one, Tig. You just got to feel it. You got to feel every inch, every little shiver of pain.
Oh God.
Well, I hope he has a full recovery at least in every way. But but you can't play, because wasn't that thing we had a bad back and then swinging a golf club was like terrible for it, but you kept doing it. They all get those things. It's like the tennis elbow, isn't it? They all, because they're so fit, but you're just doing these certain specific
repetitive
motions,
things,
like relentlessly.
Their bodies will be destroyed. It's like rugby players, man.
Well, rugby players you expect to be destroyed because they're just like having a fight for an hour and a half. It's like an actual mill, and that's going to become even worse because that's like, it's turned, the whole style of it's changed so much into, it's like American football now without the pads. They're not like the old days where it was like the second row was a big lanky guy and the props were little things, and then there was loads of little skinny tiny guys in the backs, and like tackling was all like grabbing the little loop tackle on the legs as they ran by, and you just sort of pulled them down. You were like a little human human bolo.
And now it's just hit the opponent as hard as possible and as
hard as, it's like some physics thing as well. They're like, whoever is generating the most force wins, and the person who is even a little bit weaker takes all of it back. So it's like, that's the thing, is like, run as hard as you possibly can at him and hit him as hard as you possibly can. And that, if you're going
for 40 minutes and a half, like, normally they go on for a bit longer because of all the stoppages, because the people down on the ground going, I think it's like, I'm Batman.
And there's nothing as tiring as just falling over and getting thrown on the ground over and over again for like 40 minutes by people much bigger than you.
I was never very good at rugby, Joe. You know what I'm like.
You're too pretty. You were
running away from things that can hurt you.
But you're so... you were quick though. They just need to get you running in the right
direction. I wasn't even quick, man. I didn't have pace. I had no strength, and you were forced to play rugby in the first 3 years of our school.
Mandatory.
And it was like, don't pass me the ball.
You do not pass me the ball. Just like throw it away. Just let it bounce off you. You can just pass it on. That's the rugby in the line. That's where you're like, you see them throwing the ball out the line really quickly. Everyone's just trying to get rid of it. No, I mean. The Graeme Jones Show. 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 See you later, guys. Tune in next week. It's been great. It's been beautiful.
Every man for himself.
Every man for himself.
Adieu. Bye. Bye-bye.
The Graeme and Joe Show.
That's good. That's probably a good